Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Choppy Noodle Legs here today. I'm here with Sullivan. Hello everybody. We're here today with another movie review. Oh, any lovely, eh? We're doing a movie review today, a bit of a different one. Well, it's not that different, it's a horror film. Different sort of horror film. This film is called Bloody Muscle Bodybuilder in Hell. Which is quite a cool Japanese film. Now, this is actually belongs to Lemon Lord, my son. This is his copy of a DVD, and it is, like it said there, it's the Japanese Evil Dead. So basically, these are huge fans of the of Sam Raimi's film The Evil Dead, and they've made their own version. Now, this release here is released by Terracotta. I think this company tend to release sort of like little known films, and it's just sort of like a DVD, which is quite cool. So I'll give you a little synopsis of the film. Okay, The Evil Dead. It's pretty much the same thing. It's the same sort of synopsis. It's this lad here, his dad owns this house, and an incident happens like 30 years ago before this sort of film, and the dad sort of and this woman, the woman gets killed, and there's a ghost in the house, and he buries the woman under the floorboards apparently, and it's like an evil sort of possession in the house. So 30 years later, the lad and his girlfriend, I don't know if it's his girlfriend, but a friend that's a girl, and another friend of theirs who's a psychic, go back to this dad's house because he's been given it. And it's all run down, and the psychic guy sort of picks up on the ghost spirit on there, and the ghost spirit then sort of finds him and attacks him, and he then becomes one of the evil dead. And the rest, then all the doors and windows and everything in the house all locks up, so the girl and the guy, the bodybuilder, the hero if you like, are locked up in there, and they can't get out. The only way they can get out is to kill their friend, the psychic, and dismember him, cut him to bits. But every time they cut like a hand off, whatever, that it's like the Evil Dead. It sort of becomes like a walking hand and all sorts of things like that. And it's crazy. It's an absolute crazy film. What do I think of the film? I think the film's great. I really enjoyed it. It's the photography is really bad. It's really poor. It's like shot with a really sort of cheap film, and and it's really sort of like, oh, it looks really old. But if you remember when the Evil Dead came out on VHS, that also looked really rough, didn't it? You know, and it looked rough and it looked tired and worn out. Well, this has got that same sort of like that sort of photography. I'm not saying the photography is bad, because it's actually filmed really well. You know, steady camera and everything. But what I mean, it's like bad camera. It means it's like really grainy. The darks all over the place. It looks like it's been made on a really cheap sort of video camera, something that Del Trotter would sell you. But yeah, it's but that doesn't take it away from the film. If anything, it adds to it. It's just funny. It's got some quite cool effects in there. It's quite gory. It's not too bad, but it's quite gory. It's very sort of similar effects to the Evil Dead. There's a lot of claymation as well effects in it, like the Evil Dead did. And there's loads of little bits in there that are just like the Evil Dead, like when he's chopping the body up in the room with the axe. You've got the blood splattering in the wall, just like the Evil Dead. Obviously, like I said, you've got the hand and that sort of crawls around. He even says groovy in it. So, and he, you know, so it's a real homage to the Evil Dead. Anyway, that's this film. It's really cool. So the positive sides of the film is it is a really good story. It's quite fun. It's nothing taken serious. The effects are really cheap and really cool. The acting is, yeah, okay. The footsteps are louder than the voices when they're walking. It's that sort of thing. And for the budget or whatever, you can see the passion. That's what I can say. You can see the passion of the guys that made it um, in this film. That they obviously love the Evil Dead and they love what they do, and they've made a nice, cool little cult film. It's definitely a cult classic. It's going to be, you're going to absolutely love the film, or you're going to think, oh, what's that nonsense? But it's really, really cool. Um, Other positives, yeah, some of the effects are really good. There's quite a nice little bit of gore going on there. Some of it looks a bit daft, but I quite like that too, and I think that looks really funny. We had a few laugh out moments when we were watching it, just for some of the effects that were. It was so obvious it was fake. It was just brilliant, you know. There's one bit when there's like this rubber foot keeps kicking him in the face, and it's just so funny. It's just so cool, but it looks really good. The negatives now, yes, it's a short film. Okay, it lasts 50, about 50 something minutes. I can't. It's about 55, 56 minutes. So it's a short film, but to be honest, it didn't need to be any longer. They managed to squeeze everything in under an hour. Um, yeah, the negatives, and obviously the actual quality of the camera that they've used to film it. If they just had the budget to have had a better camera, they probably could have made even better job out of it. But yeah, I think also the poor camera helps to hide any rubbish effects, you know, while they were doing them. But yeah, so not really negatives really. It's really is my kind of film, you know. It's really cheaply made. It's bad, it's so bad, it's awesome. You know, it's a really, really good film. I do if you like Evil Dead and you love the Evil Dead, and this is definitely worth a watch because you'll see all the sort of like homages to the film in there, like going down to the cellar and all these sort of homages, head cut off and then the body's still attacking the person. It's, you know, it's just like watching Evil Dead a little bit. It's cool. Really enjoyed it. So I'm going to rate this a great watch, and I'm going to give it 7.5 out of 10, which I think is a very fair score. Really cool. My lad actually enjoyed it, so he brought this a few days ago, so it arrived. So I thought I would give it a watch, and I said I'll do a little review up on me on my site, just so in case anybody else is interested in watching this film. So yeah, it's 7.5. It's a really cool watch, and that is the Bloody Muscle Bodybuilder in Hell. What a title was that, eh? And the Japanese Evil Dead. So the full title of the film is Bloody Muscle Bodybuilder in Hell and the Japanese Evil Dead. That's the actual full title. That's a mouthful, right? It's quite cool. And the cover looks really, really good. But believe me, it doesn't look like that in the film. What I'll do at the end of the video, I'll include a few sort of screenshots so you can see how sort of poor the quality of the film is. But it still doesn't take it away from the film. It's a really cool film. Go and watch it, guys. So, go and check out some horror YouTubers that I follow. Horror Hands and the Horror Geek and Horror in Todge. Also check out Man v Film. He's got a great little channel, and also check out my friend Russell's RS Design channels. That'd be really great. Until next time, guys. I've got some more reviews coming up soon. Got some a few different ones coming up, as well as some more horror and some top tens. But until then, look after yourselves, look after one another, and I really hope I'll see you all soon.